What's up guys, Steve here, and today we're going to be talking about Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Now, I just got done watching the trailer because it's May 2nd, but the trailer wasn't on until like 11 o'clock at night, like 11:40 or something like that. It was freaking crazy. I was watching that stupid basketball game for 4 hours. I don't even like basketball. Jeez, I don't like sports in general on TV. But anyway, I guess got a ton of info of searching on the web for the latest stuff. And Machinima did an interview with Mark, the head of Treyarch, and he gave a lot of information about the multiplayer and the campaign that I did not get from the trailer itself. So let's talk about the trailer and we'll move on to the other information of the multiplayer, zombies, and all that cool stuff. Yes, zombies, by the way. And the campaign itself, they say this is going to be a sandbox. They said the campaign is going to be a sandbox, multiple different options, and they also said there's going to be alternate endings. Okay, so they said there's going to be different forks in the road. You're going to have different decisions, quick time decisions. You're going to have to figure it out. And based on those decisions, the ending is going to change and the game is going to change. So that's really cool. I like that. It's going to make the game different, make it more playable value, replay value, all that cool stuff. Another cool thing is going to be you can play the game differently. If you want to be the sniper and support cover to your team, you can do that. Okay, you can also, well, I'm not too understanding of this, but from what it said, you could go into a helicopter or something like that and just control your men from above, like in that one Black Ops level. From what it said, that's what's going to happen. You're able to control your men from above and play like that if you wanted to. So it's tons of different ways to play the game. Like I said, it's going to be a sandbox. Okay, so that's going to be really cool to feature in a Call of Duty. I think that's the first time a sandbox has ever been implemented into a Call of Duty game ever. So it's really cool news, and I'm really excited about that. So, really cool stuff. So that's the campaign side, and from what they said, it's going to also take place in 1980s, okay? It's going to be taking place in 1980s, and you're going to be playing as Woods. I believe they said Woods and his other dude. And you're going to be playing as them, and you're going to see this enemy rise to power, and you're going to see how powerful he can actually be, and how aggressive, and just how freaking awesome this bad guy's gonna be. And you kind of like skip ahead, or eventually moves on to 2025, and you're gonna see how powerful this guy's gone. He now controls stuff. He now controls the robots of America, and he has a lot of freaking power. That sounds like an awesome, solid campaign that's never been done before, I believe. It's just, I'm excited for this. This is gonna be like the I just got done watching all your history on Machinima, and I got done watching the Call of Duty history. And after watching that, I'm like, Infinity Ward's awesome. But once it got to the Modern Warfare 2 side, I'm like, ooh, Treyarch, you're looking better all day. So, it's just kind of really cool, because when Infinity Ward gave out Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, that was a big industry changer. Call of Duty up to that point was all World War II era, okay? And they came up with the Modern Warfare. It was a big change, and everyone loved it. It was a big gamble for Infinity Ward, but it paid off in the end. So I'm really excited to see this big change now. We're going to see some future warfare, and I think it's going to be pulled off tremendously well. It's just the way they're pulling off what I've heard from information from the heads of Treyarch. It's just going to be really cool stuff. Okay, let's get on to the multiplayer now. Now, with the type of the multiplayer, it's going to be like a better way to connect with your friends, better connection, like a better way to play with your friends. I don't know how to explain it, but they really didn't really go into much detail with the multiplayer itself. Of kill streaks and perks and stuff like that. Basically, just went to this is gonna be a lot better way to connect with your friends, and yeah, I don't know. Multiplayer wise, it's still a little mystery. But they said they're gonna try and step it up a notch. Like before, they said they broke the bonds with Black Ops, making you get a better experience. Well, they said they're gonna break the mold and just make a whole new multiplayer that you've never seen before in a Call of Duty, and that's just gonna be really cool stuff. So, as more detail comes, I'm going to be posting more crap about it along with Black Ops 2, but as of right now, the multiplayer is kind of a mystery still. But we're going to continue talking. So, they also said zombies. Zombies is going to be in the game, and something tells me it's going to be a massive zombies game. They said there's going to be, the head of Treyarch, Mark, said there's going to be different types of game modes for zombies. Now, I don't know what the game modes are going to be about or anything, but he said there's going to be different type of game modes, as long as your traditional zombies is also going to be there. And the maps are going to be much larger. And they said they're going to be bringing the multiplayer side to the zombies, so I don't know how that's going to work. Maybe larger teams, big maps, like huge maps. I don't know. That'd be really cool to have like a not Left 4 Dead, but just a massive map. It's freaking humongous, and have different buildings you could buy to close doors off, protect yourself, I guess, from hordes outside. So if you want to travel out, you can go to different buildings, but the hordes, there's just massive hordes outside, so you really don't want to go outside, but if you want to travel further in the game, you kind of do. So that's just my theory right there. That's not actual information. But that'd be really cool to see. And also in the campaign, getting back to that, it's also going to be different type of vehicles. You're going to have the helicopters, you're going to have the cars and all this cool stuff on the ground, and also in the sky, but you're also going to have horses. Yeah, horses. This is kind of going to be in the 1980s era with the Spec Ops and the Afghanistan and stuff like that. So it's going to be really cool to see the horses in the game and see how that plays out. It's not, from what it looks like and what Mark has been talking about, it's not just going to be like a little Modern Warfare 2 submarine or scuba diving scene. It's not going to be like that. From what it looks like, it's going to be a full-on mission, and I'm really excited about that. If it's anything like Red Dead Redemption, horseback riding, gunsling, lassoing off action, it's going to be pretty cool. And it's going to be pretty epic with the horseback riding. I hope they bring in the multiplayer. How cool would it be just running around the map of your horse? Have like horse racing, people take bets. Oh, I wish you could like trade points, like COD points, if they bring that back. That would be cool. You could place bets on your horses, who's gonna, like, I don't know, like the horse races in the real life. That'd be really cool stuff. Now, in the trailer itself, there's also some latitude and longitude codes that if you Google and Google Maps, brings you some pretty interesting places. Now there's 4 of them, and I have those 4 coordinates in the description, so you go ahead and check that out. And I'm going to talk about 2 of them. 2 of them are pretty interesting. The other 2 are kind of like, saw that coming. So, the first one we're going to talk about is one that has Los Angeles Police Department as the location. That is pretty cool. Now the reason why it's Los Angeles Police Department, if you didn't see from the trailer, this game looks like it's centered around Los Angeles almost. Because from the trailer, it looked like everything was in Los Angeles. And the reason why it's Los Angeles Police Department is because in the trailer, if you watch, there's a lot of police cars, a lot of police activity in there. And there was a police escort. Now, when it shows the police escort, there's a sign in the bottom right corner which says a Los Angeles evacuation route. Now, that has a bunch of cop cars and a police helicopter flying, escorting some type of vehicle out of Los Angeles or into Los Angeles or something like that. And the helicopter gets shot down by a rocket. So that's going to be really interesting how they implement the cops, because I don't think there's ever been a COD game with actual cops. Because that'd be really cool to see the Los Angeles civilian play into this, because from what they said, the robots and stuff, all these unmanned vehicles are going to be taken over. And the keys are going to be given to the terrorists, like I said in the trailer. And that'd be really cool to see the perspective of civilian take on this mission of the unlikely hero. That'd be really cool. Have the unlikely hero and the special ops dude who's doing all this freaking awesome stuff taking down it, while you see the impact of civilian life of what happens in America when everything's taken over. Now again, this is going to be set in the future, 2025, like I said, and it's going to, from what it looks like, it's going to be going back and forth between 2025 and between 1980. So between 1980 and 2025 is where this game's going to take place. So you're basically going to watch this bad guy grow into this massive powerhouse, and he's going to be able to take over things, and it's just going to be really cool. What I hope they're going to do is start you in the 1980s or something like that, probably. That's where I'm thinking it's going to start, kind of get the whole story build up. But what I hope they do is in the future, 2025, they give you all this cool crap, give you all this nice stuff after the 1980 scenes, and you see this bad guy get bigger. Well, in the future, you get all this cool stuff for the mission, and then you kind of play through, and then the bad guy takes over, and you lose all your cool gadgets. Now that would be really cool. Now that's just me speculating. That's not actual information, so don't be saying nothing about that. But that's what I think. That's what I hope is actually going to happen, because that'd be really awesome stuff. Just to be like, oh, I'm this one-man army. I'm taking on anybody I can do, and you just lose everything. And now all that cool crap you just had, well, that cool crap is now used against you, and that would just be really cool. Another cool thing is, well, not really cool, kind of weird. Woods. He's an old man now. 1980 flashback scenes like they did in Black Ops. That would be really cool, implemented into there with Woods in the back, and Woods being like an information type guy, not really a shoot 'em up when he's old because he's in a wheelchair and all. But that'd be really cool how they're gonna play that and how they're gonna play Woods' story into there. But I think he's gonna be like a either a friend or a colleague or just some random dude you just your main character meets, and he's just packed of information. And if you didn't remember, Woods supposedly died in Black Ops from an explosion, but he lived, and he's at the very beginning of the trailer. I'll have a link in the description for that as well. And it's just really weird because it's gonna have Woods, and what's Woods gonna do? It's gonna be like the old man. I can't help myself. I'm too old. I can't hold the gun up. Of course, he's gonna get an accent like that. I was a failing accent anyway. But it's gonna be kind of weird to implement him into there. I'm pretty sure he's probably gonna die at some point, either old age or just freaking a lot of bullets going into him or something like that. Hopefully not an explosion, because that just be really weird. Plus, kind of sad because in a wheelchair and all, and really can't get out of an explosion if he even tried. So it'd be really weird. But there's just a lot of different vehicles. You have like Mark talked about these tanks, which are basically like these robots. And what they're saying is a lot of this stuff in the game isn't so far off. This game's only about 13 to 14 years in the future, and that's not so far off. And a lot of technology is already here today. You don't find out about it. And a lot of it's like the Black Ops Cyber stuff like that. It's just really cool stuff. So I'm really excited for it. Everyone else says it's gonna suck. A lot of us say it's gonna be awesome, but majority of us, I think, say it's gonna suck. But I'm not with them. I'm with the people who say it's gonna be awesome. That's why I'm thinking this game's gonna go. It's gonna be a big game changer for Call of Duty series and all that cool stuff. So thank you for watching.